One of the questions that we hope the Saturday preseason game against the San Francisco 49ers would answer is who would be quarterback 2 for the Vikings this season behind Kirk Cousins? Kellen Mond, second year, could he build upon a solid showing against the Raiders? Would Sean Mannion, the vending machine tuna fish sandwich of quarterbacks, be Sean Mannion? Who really knows? But not so much. So Kellen Mond, I mean, he showed up and showed out the first 3 throws, including a nice third down conversion to B.C. Johnson. Now, they should have just stopped the count because he threw a really bad interception on the opening drive. He threw an even worse interception late in the game against the 3s and the 4s. And overall, it didn't look good. Right now, Kellen Mond is extremely high variance. We've seen some high highs. We've seen a lot of low lows, and there is no consistency except that the fact that he is massively inconsistent, right? And then Sean Mannion didn't fare much better. Together, they combined for 4.2 yards per attempt, which is not good. It's no bueno. Absolutely not. But also, I would like to say that this whole quarterback 2 debacle has made a lot of people appreciate Kirk Cousins even more. That's right. That's right, tramps like us, man. But the issue is bleeding over. Kevin O'Connell is probably not even that good in poker because he was he couldn't hide it. He couldn't hide it. Ekstrom, go. Kevin O'Connell tiptoes delicately around a question about his confidence in the backup quarterbacks. Reading between the lines, it seems clear that they're open to the idea of looking outside the organization. Thompson, go. Kevin O'Connell said there are some teachable moments still needed for the backup quarterback situation. So he's trying to be diplomatic, except we watched the presser. Yeah. And this harkens back to something from 10 days ago, before the first preseason game against the Raiders, when Kevin Seifert, who is not Carl Gerbschmidt, was on K-Fan. This is from Borman. Quote, my understanding is that internally the Vikings were very open to the possibility that the backup quarterback isn't on the rooster. There are 2 factors there. How do guys perform, Kellen Mond, Sean Mannion, and who's potentially available? But after this, things may be open yet again. So we shall see, because there's a number of quarterbacks out there. Remember, if you're going to add a quarterback from another team, whether via trade or whether via waivers after they cut the player when getting down to 53, trying to get them on the practice squad, then yoink, that they have to be better than Mond and Mannion at this point. Bryce Perkins, coming over from the Rams, former Virginia Cavalier, who's played extremely well in preseason, but it is Stafford at 1, I think John Wolford at 2. So Kevin O'Connell and Wes Phillips, of course, are very familiar with Bryce Perkins. Would you trade a mid-round pick for him, right? Meow. Yes, I would. Case Keenum with the Bills. Keenum's, I think, is locked in as QB2 behind Josh Allen, is what it is. Although Matt Barkley could become available. But do you really get excited about Matt Barkley? No. I could have said Mike White of the Jets before the Zach Wilson injury, although Flacco, they're wacko for Flacco with the Jets. Great. Tyler Huntley of the Ravens, although I don't know that if they'll let him go, especially as the Lamar Jackson contract situation just keeps getting played out. Easton Stick, NDSU Bison, bringing him in from the Chargers. Gardner Minshew of the Eagles, the Perma, hey, trade for that guy, dude. Taylor Heineke with the Commies, could he come over? PJ Walker, Dynamite with the Panthers, although with the Matt Corral, Liz Frank injury, maybe that they're going to hang on to him. Maybe they'll hold on to 3 quarterbacks. Who knows? Free agents, Cam Newton. Yes. Kyle Jerome, Ezekiel Sluter is out there. Mike Glennon with his giant neck. A.J. McCarron, who peaked in college, like a lot of us. Kevin Hogan is out there. Anthony Gordon, who I still misspelled his name on this one. Nate Stanley is still friggin' out there. But, of course, we all know. We all know how this ends. Bum, 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 God. That's Blake Bortles music, man. I don't know, but I want to believe in Kellen Mond, and I would understand it why the staff would go with the solid veteran in Sean Mannion, because the job of the quarterback too is if poop hits the fan, and can the backup quarterback get you through a game, get you through a couple games if ish goes sideways, right? Do you feel confident right now? Sean Mannion, we saw that last year against the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Still chokes me up to this day. And with Mond, he still has a future. I don't know if I would trust him right now. We shall see. Although it is really interesting. All the Kellen Mond haters last week against the Raiders like, oh, preseason doesn't matter. But this week, preseason is the most important thing that has ever mattered in the history of mankind, including all the simulations that we've ever lived. just funny to me, man. It is. But who knows? This could all be moot. They could both go out against the Broncos in the final preseason game and put up 17 touchdowns and 600 yards passing. There'd probably be a record or something. And be like, oh, happy days are here again. Who knows? But it's always a drama as the world turns, man. But your thoughts are our thoughts. Do the Vikings have a QB2 issue yet again? And what are the options? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Won't support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.